Rise and shine, my mothers and my brothers. How are you? I hope you're having a great day today. I know I am. Got up early, did a video, did some writing, did some reading. Bright sunny day. I'm blinded for about the next 3 seconds. When the windshield is frosted, man, I can't see. I gotta drive sometimes like with my head out the window when I leave the driveway. There, much better. You know what's even better? Is if I put on my sunglasses. How's that sound? That'll be real good. Much better. Okay. So I'm working in a rehab. I don't know, maybe 25 years ago. You know, I have a background in education and healthcare and then cut hair part-time. But for 22 years, I was a professional, taught in 5 colleges, worked in hospitals, was clinical director of a geropsych clinic, marketed hospitals, worked in a prison, was healthcare administrator in the 4th largest prison in the United States and the largest prison in Pennsylvania. I remember working in a rehab many moons ago, really 25 years ago. And some of the residents, patients, whatever you want to call them, of the rehab, drug and alcohol rehab, very well known. As a matter of fact, it's probably the most well-known rehab in the country. And they had to attend meetings. And I remember a Wednesday night meeting. Excuse me, I just threw everything in the car this morning. It was a Wednesday night meeting, and it was only an hour long. And there was a guy sitting in the front row like this. All right, out like a light. And one of the rules was you had to be awake because it showed disrespect to speakers if you're sitting there sleeping and whatever. And then you would lose points, and I forget what the whole scenario was as far as you'd get points for attending meetings, lose points for bad behavior, blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. If you've ever been in any kind of rehab of any type, you know there's all kinds, there's a system of rewards and so forth, and levels. And he was sitting there, and I'll never forget the meeting ended. Excuse me, let me get my smoothie going here. Hold on. One thing I don't like about this particular cup is that when I snap open the lid, then it drips on me, like if I'm wearing a tie or something, it ends up on me. So this was 2 scoops of protein, green tea. I don't use water, I use cold green tea. I drink a liter or 2 of green tea every day. A tablespoon of raw hemp seeds, a couple tablespoons of fiber. What else? Sometimes I'll pop my vitamins in there. I didn't this morning. I just took them and swallowed them with water. Well, let's slide in there. Sometimes I'll mix it up, put chia or something like that. If I happen to have kale or spinach in the fridge, I just grab a handful of that and pop that in the blender as well. I only sit down and have breakfast, like literally sit at a table and eat like breakfast about twice a week. But this is what keeps me going for the morning. So the meeting ends, and he was there, and the head of the meeting said, all right, you're going to get docked points. You're not getting points for tonight's meeting. He says, why? And the person said, because you were sleeping and not paying attention to the speaker. And the guy got all pissed and said, But I was only resting my eyes, man. I was just resting my eyes. He says, I don't care. You looked like you were sleeping. You're not getting points for tonight's meeting. He got all pissed and started all kinds of trouble. I'm not even sure he made it through the 28 days. Interesting story. Here's the lesson. When you look like you're sleeping, you get the sleeping man's reward, or the sleeping man's penalty. You experience the consequences of your folly. Now, he might truly have he wasn't snoring, he was just sitting there with his head down and his eyes closed. But it was perceived as sleeping. He got the sleeping man's consequences just by looking like he was sleeping. His reward was points off. Do you look like you're sleeping in life? Are you not getting anywhere? I love documenting my stuff because I'm really loving the game of success, progress, getting ahead, helping others. I'm loving it. If you are sleeping or look like you are sleeping, you get the sleeping man's reward. If you look like a success, act like a success, walk 25% faster than everyone else, talk a little bit faster, make eye contact, take an extra couple minutes to press your clothes in the morning if you don't get them dry cleaned, take an extra couple minutes to groom yourself, and I'm not talking about being obsessive about anything, especially like the bearded guys. I was very obsessive when I had the big beard, and I had to for me, I had to break that. I just needed to change. Whatever you look like, and this is a fact, whatever you look like, I almost cursed right there. Just now, someone just cut me off, and I almost just sent out a whole bunch of bad words. But I'll tell you what, man, I centered myself this morning. Had a little quiet time, talking to God, talking about my day, and I'm good. I'm good. Whoa. Porsche Panamera. I love that car. If you have a Panamera that you don't like and you want to share it, let's just say you have too many cars and you just don't get around to driving it, and you want to donate it to a good cause like the Sultan, or if you're just tired of Porsches, I'd be happy to take it off your hands. Whatever you look like, you're going to get the reward of that image. Now, when it comes to success, you got to do the work. Let's get real. You're not gonna be successful financially and in relationships, etc., if you don't do the work. You got to do the work. That's how the bank account grows. That's how you get out of the ghetto. That's how you get out of your neighborhood. That's how you get onto the beach or into the mountains, or start doing your videos from the Panamera or the boat or the Road King. Step up your game just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. Like I said, if you walk 25% faster, what does that usually communicate? There's a sense of urgency, right? You're in motion, you're going somewhere. If you take a couple extra minutes, if you're a shaving man, you get a better shave. Groom your hair a little bit better. Spend an extra few seconds cleaning your skin. Get yourself a damn skin brush. Get rid of the washcloth at least one day a month. At least once a month, use a skin brush. Okay? It'll remove the dead skin cells. You'll look better. For me, I know I have to do it. My skin is 1,000 times better since I started using a skin brush. Clairsonic and that kind of stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff. Use an exfoliator. Look better. You get a better looking man's or woman's reward just by the way you look. Now, like I said, if you're not doing the work, then it's just shallow. Just shallow in life. There's people that look great but have nothing to back it up. So you have to do the other work as well. If you look like XYZ, you're going to get the XYZ rewards in life. Bottom line, I wasn't sleeping, man. But you looked like you were sleeping. Have a good day, everybody. Be excellent.